Hey, what's going on, everybody? Again, first time ever doing that. What's going on, Just on Fire? Good to see you. Yeah, it's the early stream today because Raw is in Glasgow, Scotland. So they're doing it live on Netflix. As I'm trying to get my pen to work. Trying to get my pen to work here. Yeah, so it's an early stream today. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, they're in Europe today, so that's why. As the show is starting now, I'm running a little behind.
I want to take a moment to tell you personally,
okay,
that you will always be a close second to my actual favorite.
Ooh.
And my all-time favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg.
Boo. Ooh.
So Brett, join them.
No. They're in Glasgow, Scotland right now. Really hoping Joe is there today. Interesting. A lot of people have had that theory that Joe Hendry is going to be on Monday Night Raw. I've seen a couple people have that same theory that Joe Hendry will be on Monday Night Raw. I do not know. They're showing Lyra Valkyria, the Intercontinental Champion. She'll be taking on Raquel later on in the show.
Dragon Lee is
just getting some audio there. Just having coffee at work, but soon we'll be on the move to another school. Just wanted to get the first chatter champion, but Jess stole it from me. Yes, she did. She slid in there for the very first time and took that first chatter redeem away from you. How about that? How about that? Later on in the show, for the men's Intercontinental Championship, is going to be Bron Breakker defending the title against Penta. That should be a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys being here and joining me for the stream. I hope you guys have had a good weekend, a restful, relaxing weekend. And I'm kind of excited to get this stream out of the way early, you know, because it's Monday. It's the afternoon. It's not evening time, so I'm a little bit more awake. Who's starting the show? Oh, John Cena starting the show. Let's see what John Cena has to say this week. Let's see what kid he's gonna make cry.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Thank you for doing the daily check-in. Don't drop your croissant, Bella. Don't forget to do your daily check-in, ladies and gentlemen. Still get you that daily check-in championship. Just about to have dinner? Well, go enjoy your dinner. I appreciate you checking in. What are you having for dinner? Boo! I don't want any spoilers from what I can't see, so I bail out now. Have a good stream. All right, buddy. You finish up work as soon as possible so you can catch the show. John Cena not doing the cut out of me. Damn it. Thank you, Mike, for the bits. We got to figure out a different way to do this. Get out of here. The last time is now, Mike. Get out of here.
On the WWE Universe.
Once again, don't forget to do your daily check-ins. You can find the daily check-in in the rewards, in the channel rewards. It's so that you can possibly be the daily check-in champion in Discord. A lot of signs in the crowd tonight in Scotland.
And have never expected John Cena to blame every member of the WWE Universe, even his fans, for why he did what he did.
Scotland will definitely give it to John Cena. They'll give him the business. Look, he looks so miserable. He looks like he doesn't even want to be there.
Is something on your mind?
So, what do you want to talk about?
Seems like you have something you want to say to me.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, you're ready here tonight to do your worst, aren't you? It's because you finally understand what is going on. I have turned the spotlight on you. And now you know that I can pick apart any one of you random ticket holders and rip you to shreds.
Wow.
Right now.
Random ticket holders.
You know that no one is safe.
Wow.
Last week, I put a clueless kid on blast.
Jeez.
That kid went viral.
His poor, pathetic face was everywhere. WWE posted it. And you all loved it.
Yeah, the censors are not doing too well. They're saying, fuck you, Cena.
Nice to know they say that over here.
They're giving him the bird, too. Wow. Holy Moses.
Who's worse? Me, the one guy who actually always tells the truth. Or all of you whose best idea is to use profanity.
Profanity.
You are the ones who love to watch and rewatch and meme a poor defenseless little kid getting destroyed. I don't need to single out anyone here because you are all horrible people.
Wow. Wow.
No. Tonight, you get to find out how I make you pay for the abuse you have put me through. For 25 years, I have listened to your lies and your noise. But I didn't waste that time being mean like you. No, I paid attention.
Wow, now they're telling him to shut the fuck up. Oh, man, this is great. Yeah, Jess understood that one.
You make this so easy. While you were chanting profanity at the top of your lungs, I've been paying attention. I've been learning from you, quizzing you, studying you, testing you, prodding you, rewarding you for playing along with your stupid, childish, curse-ridden nursery rhymes.
Wow. He's really giving him the business.
And in doing so, you have told me every single thing about you. You know nothing about me.
Has Cena been a heel before? Very early in his career. Very early, nothing substantial, nothing great. But he did, that's where the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick came from when he was doing all the freestyle rapping. But he was so good at it, that's what made him popular. So it hasn't been for a very long time. Not at this level. Not at this level where he's like so hated right now.
Nothing more than an experiment. You have been rats in a cage.
Jesus.
Oh, you don't believe me? Pick out any moment in my career and I'll tell you what I learned from you. When I bled, you thought I was tough. When I spoke, you were inspired. When I was edgy, you were excited.
I never liked him, not really, but I do like him as a heel. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a pretty good job. He's kind of a jerk.
wish you were disrespected. When I speak in rhythmic tones, you say what? You make this so simple.
He's kind of calling them out there.
You will always tell me everything about yourselves because you so desperately want to matter.
Damn. He sounds like he's talking to the internet.
The most important thing you ever told me was in April 2005. It was a day I gave you my greatest idea. I gave you the WWE Spinner Championship.
I hated that championship. I hated that championship.
And just like right now, you ate me alive. All you have to do is Google negative comments about the spinner belt.
It's an ugly
you all
belt.
told me loud and clear how stupid I was because I changed your championship into a toy, and the championship is not a toy.
Not a toy.
The championship is a symbol of the center of all this, and the toy belt I made for you disrespected tradition and disrespected your legacy.
Okay.
Listen closely, because that was the biggest mistake you ever made. In that one single moment, you were vulnerable enough to actually tell you what means the most to you in this life. And now that I know that, I am going to ruin wrestling.
Okay. He's going to ruin wrestling.
I am going to ruin wrestling for every fan, for every wrestler, for everyone.
He's going to ruin wrestling. Oh, wow.
At WrestleMania, I make history by winning a 17th championship. And I finally force you to forget the name of the fun machine, jet flying, woo, Ric Flair.
Yeah. I don't think anybody have a problem with that.
Say the name, John Cena.
Wow.
But even worse, I'm going to win that championship. The center of every superstar, of this entire business, of every fan in this building, I will win that championship and retire with it.
Wow.
I am taking it home with me and leaving all of you to create a brand new toy belt, because the real one comes home with me. I will be the last real champion in WWE.
I like this promo.
Revenge is best served cold, and I pay you back by ripping your heart out and forcing you to watch as I just walk away with your memories, with your traditions and your dreams, and there is nothing you can do to stop me.
Wow, okay. Uh-oh, here's Cody. Question, drop it under that tweet or head on into the Discord and hit the podcast question channel and leave your question there. We will answer it on the show. And if you need a link to the latest episode of the podcast, there it is. That's us talking about John Cena breaking up with us. I think Scotland really loves Cody Rhodes. What a reception for the champion.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You said you were going to take this away from them. Don't you think you need to take it away from me first?
John Cena looks like a robot.
Admittedly, I made a mistake last week. I looked at you, I talked about old John, I talked about new John. I didn't look hard enough, hearing it, seeing it now. You are clearly sincere, you are clearly angry, and you are clearly willing. Perhaps you're the most dangerous John Cena has ever been. But you have made a massive mistake. And the mistake was not hitting me upside the head with this at the Elimination Chamber. No, no, no. The mistake was saying what you just said in front of these lovely people while I was in the building. Does that bother you? Because here's what bothers me. I don't have to unload and unpack our history, but you of all people, John Cena, should know how hard I fought, how violently I fought, just to hold this one time, just to validate one name. And if I understand you correctly, you were saying that the timeline of all of professional wrestling hangs in the balance because of your vanity? You want to take this, right? That's what you said. You want to take it?
And Cody laying down the championship in the middle of the ring.
I'll give you the opportunity right now.
Cody saying, let's do it right now.
Take it, John.
Mics have been tossed. Yeah, I didn't think anything was going to happen. John Cena looks to be exiting the ring. John Cena doesn't want no smoke.
He took his
John!
Wow, John Cena does not want any action against the champion, Cody Rhodes, who laid down the championship.
I cannot let you do it. I cannot have that on my conscience. Right now, I need you to see me. I need you to see all of them. And I need you to understand that your psychotic need to take this does not outweigh our right to keep it. The champ is no longer standing there. The champ is standing in the center of this ring. And see you walking away empty-handed. John Cena, that is how you walk away from WrestleMania. And that is how you walk away from the WWE.
Wow. Cody saying John Cena's going to walk away empty-handed from WrestleMania and WWE.
Cody Rhodes defends the WWE Championship against that man, John Cena.
Looks like Cody is not playing.
John Cena said he's taking the title at WrestleMania, and he's going home as the last ever real champ. Cody Rhodes better be ready for all of us.
It's going to be a roller coaster ride over the next 4 weeks, and tomorrow morning you can join Raw Recap on WWE's YouTube channel and all your audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, for Raw Recap with Megan Morant and Sam Roberts. They're going to talk all about this. I'm also sure they're going to talk about our main event, which is tonight. It's for the Intercontinental Championship between Penta and Bron Breakker. And for Bron Breakker, finally he gets a bit of a break from the Judgment Day. The Intercontinental Championship's on the line. Finn Balor.
I feel like the Judgment Day are going to get involved in this match. Whenever it happens, they're going to set up possibly Finn Balor and Bron Breakker at WrestleMania. I don't know.
Thank you for giving me this match tonight. Thank you.
Whatever it takes to get the Judgment Day back.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think I found the perfect person to add to the Judgment. Who? What if we add Penta to the Judgment Day?
Penta, the guy who just declared that he wants to come after my Intercontinental Championship.
You say, what is next for Penta?
The Continental Championship! You know what? You're a snake.
I don't know what he's mad about, to be honest with you. I think maybe he just hears somebody there. They're showing a recap of Finn Balor versus Bron Breakker. There seems to be a little bit of a problem in Judgment Day between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. More dissension in the Judgment Day. Okay. Hey.
Dirty Dom now getting involved, ripping Breakker off the rope. Dom inadvertently caused Finn to lose his balance. Frankensteiner.
Dog is crazy, I tell you.
Breakker retains. Wait a minute, it's Penta. Penta declared earlier tonight he wants the Intercontinental Championship. Are we looking at the next Intercontinental Championship match?
Yes, we are, because that's the main event of Raw tonight.
And indeed we were, and it takes place live tonight on Netflix. Bron Breakker, yet another defense of the Intercontinental Championship, this time against the newcomer who has taken WWE by storm, Penta. Breakker, Penta for the title in our main event.
Penta's undefeated.
Tonight.
I forgot Penta's undefeated.
Yes,
Missed you last week.
I was doing it at home, brother.
Main event, Jey Uso. Wow, look at all those people.
Come on, Cole.
Jey Uso set for tag team action against A-Town Down Under, but who's his teammate going to be?
Hopefully it's his brother.
I think 10,000.
Wait. Look who's here.
I knew it was gonna be him.
Jay's brother.
Following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
I knew it was gonna be Jimmy.
493 pounds. Jimmy and main event. Jay,
Big Jim. One of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Why is Pat McAfee wearing a kilt? Oh man.
Yup, Cole.
I hope you got something underneath that kilt.
I'm going old school. I might bruise my ankles, brother.
Jimmy and Jay are back together again.
This is cool.
To take on A-Town Down Under.
This should be a good match.
Live on Netflix.
Should be a good match. They're doing the low-tier commercial ad breaks for people on Netflix really quickly. Just want to let you guys know, a couple days ago we launched the spring and summer line in the merch store, so please check that out when you get an opportunity. It's got t-shirts, tank tops, hats. I even made a coffee mug, and more stuff will be coming in the coming weeks. More designs, different shirts for the summer and the spring. So go ahead and check that out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the design. As you can see, we've revamped a little bit of the ringside rundown. So definitely check that out. Also, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, please. If you like some wrestling content in your Instagram feed, go ahead and throw us a follow. Right now, we're watching Monday Night Raw there in Glasgow, Scotland. That's why we're on very early. It's only 4:30 in the afternoon on the East Coast. Usually this is 8 o'clock time, but tonight there in Glasgow, Scotland, and Netflix was like, no, we want it live. So we get live action from Europe, from the UK, which is pretty cool. A-Town Down Under are going to be taking on the Usos who are together. I knew this was going to happen. I love it. I love it.
That baby Cole. That week in Scotland with the wife really paying off.
Yeah, I think I got in good shape this week.
That's good work. Rhythm in Scotland.
Grayson Waller likes to say the women of Scotland look like Shrek. Wow, ripping up a yeet sign already. Wow.
In theory, have not fared well in one-on-one action against Jey Uso in recent weeks. Maybe they'll have better luck in tag team action.
I doubt it. I doubt it, to be honest with you. I think this is going to be tough for A-Town Down Under, but this should be a good match. Should be quite exciting.
That was a good one.
It was. You feel that, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for the Stephanie McMahon show she's going to be having in ESPN. Here is a link where you could find all of the, once I get it to work right. Now it doesn't want to work. How come this one doesn't want to work? For some reason, this command doesn't want to work. It's the links command that has all of our links together. But the YouTube one, maybe not the YouTube one. No, now it doesn't want to work. None of them want to work. Let's see if this one works again. That one works. That's the link to the podcast. I guess that's important. But I guess a couple of them decided not to work. What about the TikTok one? TikTok works. Follow us on TikTok, where all the short form content is. It's basically just highlights of the stream. Anything I find entertaining from the stream, I post up on TikTok. I don't do any TikTok dances or influencer stuff. Nothing like that. It's just me and highlights of the stream. Like I said, they are starting off this tag team match. It's going to be the Usos. Jimmy Uso making a special appearance to team up with his brother, main event Jey Uso, to take on A-Town Down Under. They're showing the graphic right now for Jey Uso taking on Gunther at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That Jimmy and Jey Uso have teamed together in a traditional tag team match in a year and a half. The last time they teamed together, the Usos beat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Jey pinning Roman, turned himself a future championship opportunity.
Drop down, leapfrog from Theory, goes for a hip toss. Jey blocks the hip toss and takes him out with a clothesline.
And Jey Uso starting things off now. against Austin Theory, who he knocked off last week. Now he gets a chance at Waller, who he knocked off 2 weeks ago. First time ever these two teams have met each other in tag team action.
Ooh.
Grayson and Austin Theory have all the talent in the world.
Oh!
Do their brains match? That's the big question mark.
The 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso, tags in his brother, Big Jim. 8 times the Usos held tag team gold together. One of the greatest tag teams of all time, Pat.
Yeah, you're right.
They are working like a well-oiled machine, like they haven't missed a step.
Down under.
And now Big Jim gonna fly. Down goes
And he made it over the top rope.
And alley-oops there. This is awesome. Taking a trip back in time to some Hall of Fame tag team wrestling with the Usos.
And Jimmy was in action this past Friday night in Italy.
Oh.
SmackDown in tag team action. He and Damian Priest picking up a big tag team victory.
Big blow to the sternum from Grayson Waller.
Things around in this matchup. A-Town down under, former WWE tag
Up and over
champion.
from Jimmy. Catches Grayson. Jesus.
Jimmy quickly into a cover now, hook of the leg, and a kick out. This has got to help Jay's confidence too, heading into Mania, knowing he's got his brother Jimmy back in his corner.
Absolutely. When the Usos are together, they do magical things. And knowing that Big Jim is still looking out is great for Jey Uso, especially against somebody like Gunther. Now, for A-Town Down Under, imagine they get a win over the Usos on the road to WrestleMania.
They can punch their ticket to Las Vegas in 26 nights. How great is it to hear that again? Ooh, so.
What's it sound like?
Ooh, so.
Grayson Waller stops the momentum. A-Town. Austin Theory gets the blind tag. I don't know if Jimmy saw the blind tag though.
Whoa! Wildly, Jimmy caught him with the right hand, and Waller right on the table.
Oh my
God!
God!
Feel that and hear that? A wicked forearm to the jaw of Jimmy Uso. Jimmy's lucky he doesn't have a broken jaw here.
My
that was
God!
Some impact and collision by Theory. Watch this, Pat. Watch this collision.
Big right from Jim.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
And a massive left from
Lord. Wake up.
Theory has turned things around for A-Town Down Under.
Another Fade Out to Black on Netflix.
That was absolutely incredible. That left hand by Austin Theory just turned this match completely around.
Yeah, the timing absolutely perfect for Austin Theory there, and obviously the power and precision as well. Got the Usos reeling. Big Jim's eating some rope.
Of course, Pat, you have a history with Austin. Oh, big right by Waller. The official Eddie Arango trying to deal with Theory and Jey Uso, and now Theory with the attack. You, of course, a match with Austin Theory at WrestleMania a number of years ago.
Absolutely. I think I knew then what everybody knows is
Austin Theory antagonizing the Scottish crowd.
the physique, the training, the discipline, just in between.
He's taking it to Jimmy Uso. Jimmy's got to get a tag to Jay in the worst way. He's been in there for quite some time getting beat down by both Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. It's good tag team action, though. Smart thing, keeping Jimmy in their corner, away from possible tagging his brother. Jimmy Uso fighting out of the corner as best he can.
Big Jim Uso throwing rights and lefts.
Jimmy trying to fight out, trying to make a tag, and again, great job by Waller. A couple of blows to the back of the neck, and then
oh!
Wow.
Tag made to Theory. Double team now from the former
My
tag
God.
champs. Covered by Theory. Looking to win this matchup, and a kick out at
Kick
two.
out at 2 from Jimmy.
To the back of the head into a springboard stomp of Big Jim. 8 times down under in complete control.
You mentioned it earlier, Pat. It's such a pressure-filled situation at this time of year. We're just 4 weeks away from WrestleMania.
Jimmy just inches away from his brother. Needs to break away from Austin Theory. Back suplex.
Jimmy creates some space.
Right in the middle of the ring, though. He needs to roll
Some
over.
of the greatest fans in the history of anything. A lot of pressure, high stakes, high risk, high reward.
Glasgow tonight. We stay in the United Kingdom Friday and Monday of next week. The O2 in London. As Austin Theory now unloads on Jimmy Uso.
Italy was awesome. Belgique was fantastic. Scotland superb.
Barcelona, the first night of the tour for SmackDown.
See,
That's good.
I think they're calling Grayson Waller a wanker. As we fade into a ad break as we go back to the action.
And we are back. We are live on Netflix tonight, sold out in Glasgow, Scotland at the OVO Hydro. The Usos are back together for the first time in a year and a half in a traditional tag team match, but Pat, they've had their hands full with Theory and Waller of A-Town Down Under.
There's been a couple big shots that have certainly swung this in A-Town Down Under's favor. But the Usos are used to that.
And again, Jimmy getting hung up on the top rope.
Uh-oh, Waller going in for, whoa! Turned it into a Samoan drop.
Oh, reversal by Big Jim to Waller. Great move by Jimmy Uso. Waller came up over the top, and Jimmy was able to counter and catch him.
Finally gets that tag, the Jay.
Now we're yeeting in Scotland.
Jey Uso now. Off the tag, main event, Jey Uso, #1 contender for the World Championship. And the WWE fans, well behind Jey Uso.
Absolutely, how could you not?
Thrust kick to the midsection, drop down, uppercut.
The whole world's behind
Austin Theory blocks the kick but doesn't block the enziguri.
For good reason. Blue collar city like Glasgow loves Jey Uso.
And Waller now into the ring.
Oh, still got the hip attack off. Super kick. Super kick. Goes for the cover. And a kick out.
Air Force Ones to some faces and almost ended this. The Usos almost getting their hands raised once again. Let's go, Jey.
Jey looking to fire up in this match. And Jey now.
Jey's got Austin Theory on his shoulders. Austin Theory fights out. Blind tag from Grayson Waller.
But Grayson Waller is the legal man.
Oh!
Double team by A-Town Down Under.
Double team attack from A-Town Down Under. Lifter into a double punch.
Hook of the leg and a kick out.
And a kick out by Jey Uso.
Pop up. 2 big bombs to the face. A-Town Down Under. Certainly impressive. Grayson Waller just said, "This is for you, Shrek," as he has Aussie icon all over his.
Big elbow, nobody home.
Missed the elbow drop, Grayson Waller did.
Tag to his brother Jimmy. Jimmy back up.
Jimmy
now legal.
Back in the ring. Whoa!
The alley-oops. Pop-up Samoan drop.
I've never seen a pop-up Samoan drop. That's pretty cool. Like an assisted Samoan drop.
That slight distraction cost Jimmy as Waller forces him to lose his balance.
Grayson Waller had this match won. Instead, he wanted to talk to a member of the crowd.
In the corner tag made, Jey Uso legal.
Super kick from Jimmy to Grayson Waller. Austin Theory got a blind tag in.
Theory are legal in this match.
Oh, he got trucked. He got killed.
Wow.
Check this out.
1D. It's been a while since we've seen the 1D.
That's one and done.
The Usos get the win over A-Town Down Under.
Here are your winners, the Usos.
The Usos successful in their return to tag team action.
That was dope.
The spear.
That spear was crazy.
Just perfect unison.
The 1D.
One and done for the Usos.
And now the celebration.
That's why I think they're the greatest
Jimmy
tag team
and Jey.
champion. They're the greatest tag team in WWE history.
And the Yeats begin again in Glasgow. Wait a minute, that's Gunther, the world champion.
Gunther is back.
Grab Jimmy off the top rope, and now Jey Uso and Gunther going to go at it in the middle of the ring, and the brawl's underway. Gunther, Jey Uso, preview of WrestleMania in less than 4 weeks.
Oh, Jay's get the super kick off on Gunther. A second super kick.
Gunther driven back to the corner.
Gunther sneak attacking the Usos.
And Jey Setting up for a spear, and Jay trips, and Gunther going to take advantage. It has been a bad
couple
of weeks for Jey Uso when it comes to Gunther. And now the elbows to the back of the neck. Jimmy Uso now with a steel chair.
I wonder if that slip was intentional. I wonder if that slip was intentional.
Jay slipped.
Did that a couple of times last week as well, but nonetheless, Jimmy coming to Jay's aid.
Interesting.
Prevent further damage at the hands of the world champion Gunther, who has promised to make Jey Uso's life a living hell all the way to WrestleMania.
Big win for the Usos. Jay needs to stop slipping.
On each shoulder by the end of the night.
Guys?
Dominic, how'd it go with Finley?
Honestly, not good. He thinks he's lost some Intercontinental Championship.
Typical Finn. I mean, I love the guy, but he's always blaming everyone else for all of his problems.
Yeah, I guess things just didn't go down the way I wanted them to.
I know, but things are getting better. I beat Jade last week, and tonight Raquel becomes a new Women Intercontinental Champion.
Double champ?
Double champ. Just because Finn didn't win last week doesn't mean we still can't bring Icy Gold to the Judgment Day. So Dominic, why don't you go talk to
You're right, Liv.
before?
It's time I challenge for the IC Championship.
Uh-oh.
Dominic, why don't you go try to talk to Penta?
I don't think that's a good idea. That's a small apple.
He didn't want Penta in the Judgment Day.
I know, but Finn also is against you bringing me to the Judgment Day, and look how that worked out. You've always had great instincts, Dominic, so trust yourself. We're gonna go. Let's get it, Raquel. Yes. We'll see you later.
All right. Suerte.
Also, you're ready to bring me into the Judgment Day.
It was.
And I'm killing it.
For me or what?
No, push mom, you see him? Right.
Well, Raquel hopes to become a double champion tonight, much like this woman, Stephanie Becker, who makes history tomorrow night on the CW in the States and on Netflix internationally.
She's got to defend the title twice. Two titles in one night.
American Championship versus Fallon Henley and the NXT Women's title against Jada Parker. Becker with 2 title offenses.
That's crazy.
Night.
Double duty.
And there is Lyra Valkyria, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, getting some last-minute advice from her role model, Bayley. Lyra defends against Raquel Rodriguez, the Women's Intercontinental title on the line, live on Netflix.
This is a long fade out. I was going to say, I thought we were just going to stare at a blank screen.
Football legacy title belts featuring the official.
Wow, we actually get the commercial breaks. Interesting. The in-arena commercial breaks, but I surpassed that for you guys. You don't have to hear that. Again, I don't even know if these work. I know this one works. We're going to be dropping a new episode of the Ringside Rundown on Wednesday. So we're recording that tomorrow night. And for those of you that don't know what the Ringside Rundown is, it is a podcast hosted by myself and Shay Hickson. And what we do is basically answer questions sent in by you guys wanting to know anything that is going on in the world of professional wrestling, whether it's WWE, AEW, New Japan, TNA, CMLL, AAA, whatever you want to talk about wrestling. If it's a wrestling related question, we will answer it on the show. And we usually do so, like I said, you could drop it under that link. That is a Twitter link. So you can drop your question underneath that tweet. Or if you hop up in our Discord, you can go to our Discord. There's a channel titled Podcast Questions. You could drop your question in there, and we'll definitely answer it on the show. Once again, we're recording a new episode of the Ringside Rundown tomorrow night, and it'll drop on Wednesday. So look forward to that. We're watching Monday Night Raw coming up in just a little bit. It'll be Lyra Valkyria defending the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Judgment Day's own Raquel Rodriguez. So should be a lot of fun. We're in a weird commercial break. This is kind of weird. I don't know if they got a handle on how to run these European shows during the afternoon on Raw. I might have them a little bit out of their groove with the commercial breaks because they're not supposed to be this long. But I'm interested in seeing how Raquel's going to do. She's been killing it since she's returned, and Lyra's been very, very good even as the champion. So I'm interested in seeing how this is going to go.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Liv Morgan. She is one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez.
Tremendous opportunity for Raquel Rodriguez. She could become a double champion live here tonight from Scotland on Netflix.
And we do another long fade out. Oh no, they actually have an advertisement this time. All right, so we got to mute that so we don't get in trouble. Once again, I think I posted it before. Check out the merch store. We got new stuff on the merch store. Just a couple days ago, we dropped some new stuff, some new t-shirts, some new tank tops, some even a coffee mug, because, you know, that works for spring and summer. Coffee. Everybody likes it. You could even use it to make iced coffee. Who knows? Do whatever the hell you want to do. It's there at the merch store, ringside rundown-shop.fourthwall.com. Check it out.
Rich, illustrious history of lucha libre is filled with legends like Blue Demon, the Guerrero family, and Mil Máscaras. But one star shines brighter than all the rest. El Grande Americano.
That's not a real luchador.
Hailing from the Gulf of America, El Grande Americano was raised to be the ultimate luchador. He quickly rose to the top of the industry, and for decades
this is not a real luchador.
Lucha Libre. But after being blackballed by his jealous enemies, he disappeared without a trace. Now, the legend has returned to bring honor and glory back to this beautiful sport. He is an icon. He is a trailblazer. He is.
That doesn't even look like Chad Gable. Oh yeah. I don't know how this is gonna go over well with people.
What the hell is that, Pierce? That was an introduction to the newest member of the Raw roster, El Grande Americano.
That's ludicrous. That was Chad Gable.
Ray.
Wrong. That was El Grande Americano. Now, I know we have some physical similarities, but guys, it's not me. Okay, I don't have the energy to argue with you about it tonight. Someone on the way over here got me sick. Unfortunately, I can't compete tonight.
What? What is this?
Doctor's note.
And it's legit.
What is this, kindergarten? You really need to know? You know what? It's okay. We don't need a match. We'll see you outside in the park.
Oh, but guys, we don't need to...
No, Ray. If you let me finish, I was going to suggest that since I'm out tonight, why doesn't Dragon Lee take on the new guy, El Grande Americano? See what he's got.
Ray, looks like my hands
This is
are tied. Obviously, this is more complicated than we all thought.
You know what, Pierce? I get it. I understand. Lucha Libre, tradition, you can't.
Pierce, you know what? Me importa un chorizo if he's Gable or El Grande Americano. I'll take the match.
You'll take the match?
Yeah.
Great, it's official.
Yeah.
You're a real jackass.
Don't let him talk to me like that.
Dr. Snow, really?
Gable
He's
should be
sick.
wearing a mask, and I don't mean a luchador mask. I mean
You're
a
talking about
mask.
because he's sick. Hey, I'm worried about him. Maybe get some medicine. Shout out to Richard Josh. He's an Emmy-winning Scottish actor, comedian, and writer, known for creating and starring in the Netflix hit series Baby Reindeer, which I would recommend watching. All the lads saw him sitting behind us and kind of geeked out. Welcome, Richard Gadd. Thank you for coming.
Hey, the tag champs are here as well. Raquel Rodriguez looking to win the Intercontinental title tonight. What about Liv Morgan? Did you see the Liv Elisa?
I did see that, yeah.
Presented to her in Italy.
Yeah, there's a lot with all of these Judgment Day members.
Or the Mona Liva, or whatever she called it.
Yeah, Mona Liva, I believe.
The Mona Liva.
You butchered it.
Her opponent from Dublin, Ireland. She is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
You do realize that Liv Elisa sounds a lot better than Mona Liva.
He's right. Liv Elisa does sound better.
Touche, brother. Get you in that rider's
Woo! Woo!
Oh my God, they're
Hey,
the
you know,
worst.
WWE is spending Memorial Day weekend in Tampa, coming to the Yingling Center. This
Really
Saturday
quickly,
night's
just
main
let you know, in a couple minutes there will be a block of Twitch advertisements that are going to hit your screen. If you would like to avoid those Twitch advertisements, the best way to do so is to hit that subscribe button down below for $5.99 American. You support me as a streamer, and you avoid getting those Twitch advertisements. You also get cool emotes to use in chat. 15% off any orders from the Ringside Rundown merchandise store, and also a special section of our Discord opens up where you can watch the shows like Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision if you don't have access to them. We have them in the Discord available for those of you that are Twitch subs and moderators. So possibly check that out if you get a chance. Again, if you want to avoid those ads that are coming up, just hit that subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate all the support.
Thanks, Liv. You should just join us and provide your expert analysis. So she wanted us to tell the world about how much bigger Raquel is
and stronger
than Lyra Valkyria.
Looks like we're getting a little bit of a feeling out process. Lyra Valkyria is the smaller of the two. She's going to have to use her quickness to avoid the power of Raquel Rodriguez, who looks to be on her game. Raquel looking to become a double champion. She's already one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions with Liv Morgan, who's on the outside. So that's another thing that Lyra has to look out for, is Liv Morgan's on the outside, as Lyra's getting giant swung throughout this ring. That was crazy.
Remember what happened in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament last year against Nia Jax. We'll see if Lyra can correct those
Double-handed
issues
lift
tonight.
up,
And again,
throws her into the corner. Raquel Rodriguez runs in but gets nothing. Side headlock from Lyra Valkyria.
Is that Raquel is bigger and stronger. We know that.
Up and over, but she gets caught by Raquel. Raquel trying to break her grip, and she does.
It would be a double champion.
But Lyra escapes. Goes for the kneecaps of Raquel, which is very smart.
Lyra Valkyria looking for a suplex. Not sure if that was wise. Raquel just overpowering her there. Raquel Rodriguez, a former NXT Women's Champion.
Nice move into the sunset, but Raquel's not breaking. Goes for the stomp.
Raquel Rodriguez could be the second ever
Turns it into a side headlock.
Lyra Valkyria, though, back over here.
Lyra Valkyria off the ropes, ducks the back elbow. Wheelbarrow. Sends her through the ropes to the outside.
Lyra Valkyria. And Raquel very upset. Might want to turn her attention back to Lyra.
Lyra through the ropes, goes for that drop kick, but she gets caught by Raquel into a powerbomb position.
And Raquel now. Oh,
Lyra with a counter. Rana into the announce table.
Liv Morgan failing as a coach here thus far in this match, as Raquel is sent back into the ring by Valkyria.
Lyra was coming through this table instead. Hurricane Rana.
Lyra, who loves to fly, heads up to the top rope now. The Intercontinental
Lyra
Champion.
top rope, holy shit. She just got the Hadouken knocked out of her. Wow. That was crazy. Oh my God.
Wow.
She just got the yoga flame kicked out of her.
Somebody better check on Lyra Valkyria.
She's got punted out of town.
Jesus Christ.
Jessica Carr.
Back elbow from Raquel.
Man, talking to baby reindeer over here.
Raquel now taking her time. She's got things well in control. Thanks to that freaking Sparta kick.
First singles championship on either Raw or SmackDown. Pat mentioned before, record-setting tag team champ. A big elbow by Raquel.
Another back elbow.
Business in here. From that boot to that elbow there, just, I mean,
look at the biceps of Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan loving it.
Stronger, bigger,
she's on the outside.
Yep. As she's taking a victory lap.
Goes for another back elbow, ducks the clothesline, but doesn't duck the other one. There's two of them. Goes for the cover and a kick out at two.
Lyra was able to avoid like the first 3 shots and still got hit with the 4th.
And now Lyra into the corner. Ooh, and Raquel with a big splash, and Lyra's in trouble. Raquel is just now dominating the Intercontinental Champion.
She is. She's doing a very good job of dominating Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria is looking good fighting from underneath as well. That's kind of what makes her very endearing, is that she's a great fighter from underneath.
Champion is getting ragdolled by Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, big bear hug applied now by Raquel. Looking to wear down Valkyria.
Very nice bear hug right in the center of the ring. So Lyra can't get to the ropes to break the hold. She's just stuck in there. She's looked like she's losing signs of life in this bear hug, but she's starting to fight back. Hitting Raquel with some forearms, breaks the hold, thrust kick, kick up, headbutt to the midsection, kick up.
Lyra.
Nice ensiguri.
Drops Raquel to her knees. Can Lyra capitalize?
A little bit of a reset button in the middle of this match for Lyra Valkyria.
Now trying to lift Raquel up, perhaps set it up.
That's going to be tough. Lyra Valkyria trying to lift Raquel is unsuccessful.
She's been beat down too much.
And Raquel
big shoulder block from Raquel.
Turns this back in her favor.
As we fade out into coming back from another break, Raquel Rodriguez is just standing on the neck of Lyra Valkyria. She's not looking too good.
Raquel Rodriguez taking control of this Intercontinental Championship match. Lyra showed us a flurry pass.
Thank you guys. If you stuck through the ads, I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. I just enjoy your company. Beautiful slingshot jackhammer from Raquel there. Only gets a 2 count, but very nicely done. Thank you guys once again for staying through the ads and supporting the channel. It means a lot. Thank you very much.
The amount of confidence you have to pull that off mid-suplex. Raquel Rodriguez kind of playing with her food right now. She could become the 2nd ever Intercontinental Champion. Whatever she's wanted to do, she's been able to do.
The last double champion.
Raquel heading to the 2nd rope. What is she going to do?
Or SmackDown was Asuka. She was a tag champion.
Oh, she looks like she was going for that corkscrew Vader bomb. Lyra moved out of the way. Lyra to the very top rope, off the top rope with a leg drop. Off the top rope.
Move her in position, shoots the half, cover now by Lyra.
And Raquel kicks at it too.
I thought that was it. Lyra Valkyria getting some serious.
That was a nice leg drop.
On the back of Raquel Rodriguez's cranium.
Says she feels alive when she flies, and now again trying to power Raquel up, trying to put her in position perhaps.
She's got her on her shoulders, but Raquel too strong. Fights out of that. Clothesline to the back in the corner.
Might have just made Raquel Rodriguez
putting her in position. Steps on her stomach. Oh, that corkscrew elbow drop from the corner. And she kicks out.
Has to kick out at 2. Rodriguez beat Bayley to earn this opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship tonight.
Raquel Rodriguez has beat down Lyra. From bell till now.
Liv Morgan again. Being annoyed as usual at ringside as she.
A lot of chirping from Liv Morgan.
Cheers on her tag team partner. Lyra showing some fight, the tremendous resilience.
Lyra going for a crossbody. Ends up getting caught by Raquel. Raquel transitions that into a suplex attempt, but Lyra turned it into a DDT. Goes for the cover, Liv's there to put Raquel's foot on the ropes.
Did not see Liv get involved. Liv Morgan just saved the match for her partner Raquel Rodriguez, and Lyra's ticked.
Yeah, she should be, but she also needs to know that this is possible whenever Liv's ringside.
Lyra can't take her attention.
Lyra gonna try to lift Raquel once again. This is the third attempt to lift her, and she's still unsuccessful. Pushes her off the ropes. Lyra ducks the big boot, wipes out Liv Morgan on the outside, but that allows Raquel to lift her up for the Tejada Bomb attempt, but it's countered. Nice. Lyra held on long enough to get the 3 count on that roll-up pin. And still the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
And now Liv Morgan from behind. And would you expect anything less?
Of
Morgan
course.
Rodriguez.
Absolutely not.
Here comes Bayley.
And again, Bayley rushing to the ring. She obviously has respect for
Man, Bayley's got some
Valkyria,
speed.
and none for Morgan and Raquel. And Bayley gonna make them pay.
Lyra's role model is
Bayley taking it right to Raquel, but Raquel's fighting back. Raquel gonna lift Bayley up for the Tejada Bomb. Thankfully, Valkyria is there to save her. Oh, Raquel gets dumped over the top. Thankful for Bayley saving Lyra Valkyria there.
The headline here, Pat, is the fact that Lyra Valkyria with a very impressive win over Raquel Rodriguez here with the Intercontinental Championship on the line.
huge title defense by Lyra here on Monday Night Raw on the road to WrestleMania. Beating Raquel Rodriguez and embarrassing the Judgment Day here in Scotland.
Hey, you want to talk about impressive? What about what my partner Pat McAfee pulled off for his new show called Big Night Out, which is coming your way on April 9th. Pat McAfee sold out the PPG Paint Arena in Pittsburgh in 92 minutes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Woo!
It's a Wednesday night show, and obviously
Good for Pat McAfee.
For all of those who spent their hard-earned money on the tickets. And
where can we watch this?
Okay, yeah, we're going to stream it. So this is an announcement. It's going to be streamed live on YouTube, TikTok Live, and X. And if you're not in the arena, you won't be up for the $1 million in giveaways, but you'll certainly be able to.
$1 million in giveaways.
I could get the $1 million since I'll be in the arena.
Well, you need to watch it. You're kind of doing a lot, but we want to thank everybody. Can't wait for April 9th.
So listen, Pat arrived in Glasgow about, 8 o'clock this morning, and he spent the day touring the town. In fact, you went to a kilt shop. Tell us about the trip.
That's right. I want the McGregor and McDuff. They're the kings of kilt makers here in lovely Glasgow. I toured the city for like 4 or 5 hours, walked around this place, and I walked into the
You went to get a custom-made
and
kilt.
they sized me up, and they got me this beautiful kilt, and I've never felt more like a badass than standing in the middle of Scotland with this beautiful kilt on from McGregor and McDuff's, just doing my thing. And,
Is that like a fanny pack?
Wonderful people in this city all day.
Can you put stuff in there?
Delightful. The city is
I wish we had some people from Scotland or like Scottish people that would know.
It's an honor to be here. And,
I don't know if I could pull that off though.
I rented it, so it's got to go back, but I'll always
Oh, you
remember the
rented
night
it?
I went old school underneath a kilt in Scotland.
I had an opportunity to spend a week here. What a beautiful country. And hey, you can wear that kilt when we come back to Europe in August. Huge news. Last week we announced that the Road to the Clash in Paris tour across the United Kingdom, Ireland, and France this August.
Wow.
We'll see WWE superstars visit Dublin, Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Cardiff, and Lyon ahead of Clash in Paris. Clash in Paris will be the first PLE to be held in the French capital. For pre-sale opportunities and more information, we invite you to visit WWE.com.
These fans have earned it, Cole.
Well, let's switch gears now and show you what's going on.
Another afternoon Raw in September for crew. They're going to be in Paris.
Please welcome the
Here's a recap of the situation involving the Women's World Championship in Io Sky. Feels like Io Sky has been overlooked over the drama surrounding Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I feel like this is just going to devolve into a triple threat match. But it kind of begs to question what's the point of the Women's Elimination Chamber match or the Royal Rumble if it's just going to be a triple threat match, you know? I don't know. I still think it's going to be a good match, though.
You had no business being out here in my championship match. See you at Mania, Bianca. Io Sky counter. Was it to help Io? Maybe you should have let me handle my business with Io while you handled your own with Naomi and Jade.
Ooh.
Okay, let's just be real. You can't beat Io and you just trying to blame me.
Why did they show like? Why did they have the live mic on?
No, you being childish right now. I'm going through real life stuff. You want to throw that in my face?
Io Sky's headed up being disrespected.
It is now time to make official the Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania. 2 signatures on the contract makes it official.
Bianca, you will not disrespect me again.
Io, I have all the respect in the world for you. But last week I gave you a pass. If you think I'm gonna let you put your hands on me again and I do nothing about it, then you do not know me.
It is now official for WrestleMania. Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Thank you for being so professional about this. I appreciate it very much.
The Eradicator's here.
Io, she slapped me in the face last week, and I'm not just gonna sit back and do nothing about it like Bianca over here.
Since you want to be in my business, how about I make you my business? You ain't got any respect. Not today, because I am not getting smacked today.
Yeah. Poor Io just keeps getting disrespected as champion, man. That's what's making me kind of root for Io, is the fact that she keeps getting disrespected.
Raising hell tonight, taking out both Bianca and Io Sky. Well, there's our general manager, Adam Pearce. We're going to learn what's going to happen with this situation. Coming up live on Netflix. You guys always stressed out.
$2K25 logo into a pseudo commercial break. Here's the New Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the New Day.
Give him the mic and leave.
Seriously? Again?
Give him the mic and leave.
Now go.
Thank God for the New Day.
Ugh.
Hey, you see, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. We've been all over Europe all week having to deal with this. That's why we can't wait to get the hell out of here.
And that's because in America, there's just a higher quality of people. I mean, look around. The women here are lazy.
Wow.
The men here are unintelligent. And the children are ugly.
And as undeserving as you are, as busted as these kids are, we're still benevolent, and we're gonna do something special for you. We're gonna give you a Netflix exclusive right here, right now.
And it's that your boys, the New Day, are going to walk out of WrestleMania, your new WWE World Tag Team Champions.
And you should be happy for that. You should thank God that we are saving the tag team division yet again.
All of you should be down on your knees with your hands held towards the sky and next to your disgusting mongrel-looking children.
Jesus Christ.
Thank God for the New Day.
So I guess they could just go around saying they want a tag team title opportunity whenever they want.
We're telling people to thank God for the New Day. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
So what do you have in that sporin anyway?
In the sporin, you know, you keep all your vitamins and such. You know, it acts as a...
All right, so here's Adam Pearce. He's carrying that contract for the Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania. It's got 3 signatures on there, only supposed to have 2 because it's only supposed to feature the champion Io Sky taking on the winner of the Elimination Chamber in Bianca Belair. But Rhea Ripley just thinks that she's involved. I don't know, because she's Rhea Ripley. She thinks she can just do that.
He's the most stressed out man on earth. There's always chaos surrounding him, man. Yeah, it does appear as if his eyes get better with his glasses off, but that makes sense for him.
Yeah, it would.
Because it's like a walking contradiction in a suit.
You think he can read?
Great question.
We'll find out.
The Rock, the Intercontinental Champion, and Triple H.
There's a flashback to August 1998.
The Intercontinental title was a title that was very, very important to the both of us, to me and Hunter. Both of us wanted that belt. Both of us wanted that spot.
Well, two of the great young athletes are going to strike their stuff here.
Here you have The Rock. He wants to be the guy. You got Triple H. He wants to be the guy. So when you're in the ring with that guy, hell yeah, you go at it.
I don't think I've ever seen any more.
This was such a great ladder match between those two.
Every time that they were in the ring together, it just felt like magic.
A match like their ladder match elevates both superstars. I mean, you knew they were going to be something special in WWE. Like, they just were.
Triple H, can he find it?
I wonder who's going to induct Triple H into the Hall of Fame. It could be like Stephanie, it could be Shawn Michaels. There's a lot of options.
Was one of the most outstanding ladder matches.
Triple H became Intercontinental Champion. It was a great match. I was very proud of it.
You know, the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41 and will host the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony on Friday, April 18th at 8 p.m. Pacific, headlined, of course, by the Game. Triple H,
8 p.m. Pacific.
Luger, Michelle
Okay.
McCool,
Damn.
and also announced today, the natural.
Golly, we're going to be up late watching the Hall of Fame. Golly, man. Natural disasters are getting in there. Typhoon and earthquake. Lex Luger, Michelle McCool, and of course Triple H.
What's up, Bruce? What's up with it? You know, for the last couple of weeks, man, I can see you've been all up in your head. I don't understand, bro. Last week, you been hitting that dive for 15 years, Uso. You became a damn joke. A meme, bro. What's with you? Tonight, the kill shot was right there. You out here slipping, messing up out there, Uso. You keep on continuing this, you will not win WrestleMania. I know. I know. I mean, they remind me every week. I ain't beat Gunther. I'm 3-0 versus Gunther. You wanna know the truth is, Uso? What? Man, I don't know if I can beat him. You can't! Hey, hold up! You can't beat him. Not this Jay. Nah. The Jay I knew, the right-hand man, that's the one I need. The one that became the main event Jey Uso, that's the Uso I need. The one that won the Royal Rumble, that's the Uso I need. Do you got me?
Damn.
I got you. Yo! Me and you next week. You? Well, sure. As long as you don't trip and fall like your brother. It's good.
Oh, smack the shit out of him. God damn.
I sure hope Jimmy knows what he is doing.
He's smiling.
Well, and
Smack
Jey
the
Uso
hell
again,
out of him.
Gunther's in his head. I mean, he's 0-3 against Gunther, not 3-0 like.
Golly.
He's in his head.
Well, you know, WrestleMania is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
Man.
WWE 2K25.
How do you just smile and laugh after that, after getting your head rocked?
Family history and 2K Showcase, the Bloodline Dynasty plus
Ay.
battles and more game-changing updates. Go up to our general manager, Adam Pearce.
Well, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, in my hand I hold the contract for the Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania between Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Last week, Rhea Ripley came out here and she thought it was appropriate to start a fight, to pick a pen up off of the mat, and to scribble her signature on this contract as if it makes anything official. I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to make this perfectly crystal clear, Rhea Ripley is not in the match.
No triple threat match.
You can boo if you want. The match is Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair. Furthermore, the signature that Rhea put on this contract, it means nothing. And it means nothing because Miss Ripley already knows that she has a rematch. A rematch, by the way, I've been trying to nail her down on for weeks. And in the meantime, Bianca Belair wins the Elimination Chamber and earned the right to call herself the #1 contender.
Okay.
So that's the issue. Bianca earned her opportunity, and Rhea is owed one, but she only wants it on her time. Well, I'm not doing it that way. Therefore,
Not that way.
What was he about to say, Cole?
Here comes the Women's World Champion, Io Sky.
World champion.
I have a feeling Io Sky is going to say she wants both of them.
You know, Io's had an issue with all this over the past few weeks, Pat, ever since she became the Women's World Champion. She feels like she's been playing, you know, like the third wheel in this whole situation between Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah, feeling disrespected as our champion. Obviously can be a hell of a motivator.
Rhea Ripley believes the only reason Io's the champ today is because of Bianca interfering.
I don't care about contracts. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. It doesn't matter who it is. I will take on both of them because I am the Women's World Champion!
Yeah, you tell me, yo.
Appreciate that. I know you're a fighting champion. If you'll just hear me out for a second.
Nope.
Get to it.
Oh, girl, hold up. No, Pierce, you were right. I earned that #1 contender spot. And I went through Elimination Chamber to get to WrestleMania. So I am not about to let Rhea headbutt her way into this match. If she did not earn it, then she does not deserve it.
Look, I understand that and I agree, but if you guys could all just give me
Yeah.
Give it up, Pierce.
You gotta get
Might
to
as well. Might as well, Pierce. Don't say anything else. Somebody else might come out.
Mommy's here.
Honestly, I don't give a damn about WrestleMania. And I don't care who I have to go through to get my title back. All I want is my rematch.
Oh, now you want your rematch. We've been talking about it for weeks.
Are you want a rematch? Well, Rhea, you already waited 3 weeks, so you can just wait 3 more, and then you can get your rematch after WrestleMania with me. Yeah, with me. I said what I said.
There they go, disrespecting Io again.
I said what I said. No.
Why do they keep doing that?
Io's had enough.
Enough! Now I'm glad you're on here because I was going to say I have a solution if you'd give me a second. Next week, you get your rematch that you wanted. And then the winner of that rematch faces Bianca at WrestleMania. Ladies, thank you. Have a very nice Monday.
Well, Pierce putting his foot down, and
so I guess we're getting another championship match.
World title at the O2 in London.
I think it's a great move by Adam Pearce.
And Rhea and look at Io Sky now.
Oh!
And down goes Rhea. Io's sick and tired of being disrespected in all this, but Bianca Belair as well delivering.
Bianca Belair about to hit Io Sky with the KOD.
KOD, I thought, but
oh!
Big boot.
I don't know. This exchange is kind of making me wish it was a triple threat
And
match.
Io Sky, the women's world champ.
With a Shote palm strike.
And Bianca now. Set flying
Oh!
out goes Rhea.
Man, this should have been a triple threat match.
Big right. Io.
And Bianca hung up on the second rope now. And Io Sky, the women's world champ, the genius of the sky.
Rana to Rhea on the outside from Io.
Champion.
Bianca's still in the middle of the ring. The champion's looking like she's got things in control. Springboard. Goes for the move, doesn't get anything. Bianca Belair has her in position for the KOD. She's going to KOD her to the outside into Rhea Ripley. Very nicely done.
So who will Bianca face in WrestleMania?
Very nicely done.
Rhea Ripley or Io Sky for the women's world title, because those two meet next week.
Not really getting a reaction from the crowd though.
Bianca Belair earned her title opportunity by winning Elimination Chamber. Who will she face at WrestleMania?
Maybe things will go your way. You could be Intercontinental Champion tonight. Just think about it. Piénsalo poquito.
I don't think Penta wants to join the Judgment Day. I don't think it's for him.
Championship here in WWE. Tough task
Really
ahead.
quickly, guys, just want to let you know once again, in a couple minutes, a block of Twitch advertisements are going to hit your screen for about 90 seconds. If you would like to avoid those Twitch advertisements, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button down below. $5.99. You can support the channel. You get no ads. You get cool emotes to use in chat. 15% off any purchase in the Ringside Rundown merchandise store. And also, if you don't have access to shows like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Collision, whatever I'm streaming, if you don't have access to those shows, you have access once you subscribe in our Discord, where you can watch the programs. That is our Discord. If you want to join our Discord, it's a fun, safe, positive, non-judgmental wrestling community where we talk about wrestling, but we also talk about other things like music, movies, sports, and TV. And there's also a section for content creators. If you're a content creator, if you're a streamer on Twitch, you can let me know and I'll make sure that the bot auto pings when you go live on Twitch so that other people in our Discord can check you out when you go live and check out your content and all that stuff. Right now we're getting a vignette for Ivy Nile, which is cool.
I've wasted enough of my career being at the bottom of the barrel.
It's good to build up other women in the division.
I know that sounds harsh, but if I don't advocate for myself, who will? You're not going to shame me for knowing my worth. My goal is championships, not TikTok followers. It's time to bring respect and honor back to the ring. This is the land of opportunity. So everyone in that locker room now has the opportunity to get their teeth kicked in. And if you don't understand that, maybe you should grow a spine and have some self-respect.
Ivy Nile. What a vignette. Dragon Lee gonna take on El Grande Americano, which is, I'm pretty sure, just Chad Gable. I really don't understand the direction that they're going with this Chad Gable story, but we're gonna watch it anyway. Can't avoid it. We're gonna watch it.
Takes on the newcomer.
And a commercial for WrestleMania World. While they're doing a commercial for WrestleMania World, here is our tip link. If you would like to support the channel and help us out, continue to grow, you can leave a tip there. That's a Stream Elements link, streamelements.com/ringside-rundown/tip. If you enjoy the content that I put out, you can help me out, you know. Buy me a cup of coffee, a soda, a hot dog, I don't know, something. Either or. It's greatly appreciated, and I thank you all for your support.
Also, Undertaker's critically acclaimed One Dead Man show will take place at the state-of-the-art Blue Live Theater at the Fontainebleau Hotel as part of WrestleMania Week on Saturday, April 19th at 10 p.m. It will feature the Phenom in an intimate setting, sharing never-before-heard stories from his Hall of Fame career.
I wonder who goes to these things while WrestleMania is happening, because it's Saturday, April 19th at 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure the show is still going to be going on, right? Maybe.
Downtown
I don't know, maybe not.
Scotland, hosting Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. Glasgow, hosting Monday Night Raw for the second time, but the 13th television broadcast. The first broadcast happened in the 2016 in November.
Wonderful city.
Also, take a look now at the tag team champions, the War Raiders.
A lot of vignettes tonight. A lot of vignettes. Yeah, they haven't defended these tag titles a lot, have they? Last time they defended them, the JD McDonough got taken out.
Hey, yo, Pierce!
Now what?
Face of planet Earth.
And that means that we deserve a shot at the tag team titles at WrestleMania, so make it official.
You're asking for a championship match at WrestleMania?
We are demanding one.
Demanding one? Have you watched the show tonight? No, because if you had, you wouldn't be coming in here asking for championship matches at WrestleMania. You'd come in here and say, we're the new day, the greatest tag team of all time, and we want to prove it. We want a match next week to show the world, but you didn't do that. When you're ready to do that, please come back, but until then, don't let my door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Yeah, have a great Monday.
Take your blood pressure medication.
I will. Bring me a glass of water.
Pierce, there is way too much going on in all these stuff. I just want to know, who am I facing at WrestleMania?
Oh, you're going to find out. Because next week is Rhea and Ian, right? You're going to have a front row seat like you did last time. No, picture this, you're going to be in the middle of it, right in the ring. And you're going to call it right down the middle, fair and square, because
Bianca, my dear, you are the special guest referee.
Wow.
seems to me.
You got a week to figure it out. Thank you for dropping by. Have a wonderful Monday. Travel safe.
Wow, Bianca Belair.
True luchador.
Taking on
whatever this is.
This is El Grande Americano. I prefer Venti myself, but you saw the package earlier. Very accomplished.
Yeah, I don't, this is Chad Gable.
His way to the ring from the Gulf of America. Weighing in at 202 pounds, El Grande Americano.
Yeah, it's just Chad Gable. I don't really know what they're doing with this story.
Water, I believe, is being referenced to.
I don't even know what to say. I tried to do a lot of research on this gentleman. We saw that little piece about him earlier on, right? He was supposed to be this legendary luchador. I found nothing about him anywhere.
The thing about it is, it certainly could be mistaken for Chad Gable.
Dude, Google has everything, and they've never even heard of this guy.
All right.
He's so underground.
Let's see if he's going to actually employ any luchador stylings.
El Grande.
Let's remember Chad
Standing
Gable
side switches from both men, a leg trip.
Man be able to do that to Dragon Lee.
Well, that is very mat-based technical wrestling style. Of course, Chad Gable was a member of the U.S. Olympic team back in 2012.
2 weeks ago, somebody was getting escorted out of here.
Chad Gable mysteriously showed up with some sort of a illness tonight, had a doctor's note, so he was replaced in this match by El Grande Americano, who sends
Banderas to the outside.
Apron, and then a big clothesline sends Dragon Lee to the floor.
Knocks Dragon Lee off the apron to the ringside area.
Americano looks very comfortable.
So doesn't Chad Gable say, thank you, right?
Yeah, maybe there's some inspiration of Chad Gable from El Grande Americano.
Nice Rana from Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's going to follow it up with a big dive.
Dragon Lee now going to fly.
Whoa, big suicide dive to the outside.
Tope suicida from Mr. Dragon Lee.
El Grande Americano has been wrestling underground. Has to be. That's why we can't learn anything about him. Never seen him before.
Well, it's amazing that Chad Gable went on this sabbatical to learn how to be, or how to
a seated abdominal stretch in the middle of the ring from Dragon Lee onto El Grande Americano. Looks like he's trying to rip off the mask of El Grande Americano. Has there been any Joe Hendry yet? Sadly, no Joe Hendry. I do not know if we're going to get Joe Hendry on this show, Jess.
What about a headbutt?
A missed opportunity. Missed opportunity to do something fun. I agree. I think they could have included Joe Hendry into a little bit of this, and it could have been a lot of fun. But sadly, nothing. Right now, we have Dragon Lee, who's a real luchador. Holy shit. In the ring with Grande Americano, who just dumped Dragon Lee on the back of his head.
That doesn't look lucha to me.
That looked like it was painful as they go to their customary Fade to Black Netflix ad breaks. But here, we don't have any ads, so we pay extra money. Thank you for dropping those Joe Hendry emotes in the chat, Jess. I appreciate you. If we can't get Joe Hendry on Raw, at least we have Joe Hendry in the chat. So at least we have that.
Well, maybe his dad was like Mil Mascaris, and
Gable
mom was like
ripping at the mask of Dragon Lee as they're seated in the corner turnbuckle. He's loosening the mask. He's trying to rip it off him.
Now he cannot be a luchador because he does not understand the respect. You don't take a mask off a luchador.
We're all learning about El Grande Americano in real time here. Yeah, obviously he's a little bit of a dirtbag, it appears.
I gotta say, this Raw in the afternoon's a little weird.
I do believe
I'm so used to it being at nighttime. I'm so used to seeing all my friends, but everybody's stuck at work because Raw decided to be at 4 in the afternoon, even though I'm happy Jess is here. Thank you for keeping me company. It's much appreciated. Next week, they're going to be having Raw at 3 p.m. And I believe that's the final Raw before they return back to the States and back to regular timing on Netflix, and all their other programming is El Grande Americano hits Dragon Lee with another flying headbutt, dumps Dragon Lee to the outside. We've yet to see any real luchador work from El Grande Americano, who's again just Dragon Lee in a luchador mask. I don't understand the concept of the story. Nice Northern Light suplex counter, but only gets a 2 count on Dragon Lee.
Has been taken by surprise at the skills of El Grande Americano.
No way Dragon Lee was able to watch.
Trying to see some luchador skills. You see a lot of mat-based wrestling skills from El Grande Americano, very reminiscent of Chad Gable, who kind of looks like El Grande Americano, built similar.
I'll tell you what, El Grande Americano has really got something special going on.
Oh, Silencio.
Silencio.
He's got me convinced now. He is a Latino wrestler.
See that?
Yeah, he is.
See that?
He spoke Spanish earlier tonight.
See? He sounds much more comfortable than I. We just got to take him for his word at this moment.
I mean, the WWE fans are just
I don't know what El Grande Americano is going for here.
Underground legend every once in a while.
Trying to spin Dragon Lee around for something?
Where did he wrestle underground?
Just places that didn't have, you know, service or social or any collection of what's happening. Look at him, though.
Kept secret ever.
It's underground.
Speaking of the Guerreros.
God.
Looks like, oh yeah, almost like a gory plex. He's got him stretched out. Look at the core strength of Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee using core strength to turn it into a rollover, into a cover, and only gets a 2 count. Oh, this time catches the flying headbutt with a knee strike to the dome of El Grande Americano.
Perfect knee to the dome. Grande Americano's got to be stunned here.
What's Dragon Lee gonna do? I don't like this. This doesn't look like it's a wise decision. This looks like it's gonna hurt.
Fighting back.
We don't know anything about El Grande Americano.
Well, we learned a lot in that piece. I mean, apparently he's been training since he was a child. He's followed in the footsteps of some of the all-time greats.
Sold out arenas, marquees. Now he's here in Monday night.
Yet he's from the... Oh, no!
Oh!
Thanks
Good
for
Lord.
coming, Mr. Americano.
Dragon Lee.
Well, Dragon may be hurt as well. He's favoring his knee. Watch the way that Dragon Lee came down here.
He came down hard.
I believe Dragon Lee got hurt as well.
He might have jammed his kneecap.
For wearing this is the official Rod Zapata. Begins the count.
He might have jammed his kneecap coming down, man.
The luchador battle here in Glasgow.
Man, what a place else in the world.
Can't put any weight on it. Oh no, I hope he's okay.
Count of 8. And Americano
They
and
both
Dragon
get
Lee
into the
beat
ring before the count of 10.
Miraculous at this stage of the match. They were both able to get back.
They're both in a kneeled position, taking strikes at each other. Now they're standing, still taking strikes at each other.
A lot of meat getting chopped here.
Dragon Lee.
Misdirection off the ropes into a chop to El Grande Americano, and then a big boot.
Maybe stunned. No, a right hand. Oh, what a suplex and released German by Dragon Lee.
Looks like Dragon Lee can put some weight on that knee, so that's good. Might have just jammed it momentarily.
Dragon Lee on fire.
Gonna have to change the name back to the Gulf of Mexico after this. And now,
oh my God! What a move!
What a move by El Grande Americano!
And a 2 count.
Kick out by Dragon Lee.
What a move from El Grande Americano. Oh my God.
To throw Dragon Lee off the turnbuckles by El Grande Americano.
And now Americano going up to the top.
We're finally going to see some luchador moves from El Grande Americano. He goes for a moonsault, lands on his feet.
Dragon Lee now.
A rollover from Dragon Lee into a Liger bomb. And El Grande Americano kicks out at 2. El Grande Americano is a mouthful for a
I don't know
luchador.
how Grande survived that.
Blow right to the spine. On his debut, not bad to get this his awesome chance.
Legendary stuff here.
He's grabbing at the mask again. Oh no! Dragon Lee's mask came off. His mask came off.
Oh, come on now. An ankle lock. An ankle lock. Dragon Lee trying to keep his face covered. Then he has to tap out.
Damn.
Now, come on. The last person
El Grande Americano's a cheat.
Well, I did too, but
he could have. Could have been a Big Ken Shamrock fan. You never know.
Yeah, sure.
Kurt Angle. We don't know much about this Grande Americano, but we do
Ken
know
Shamrock
tonight was
fan.
for him. Debut win against Dragon Lee.
well, what a debut by El Grande.
I'll tell you what, he keeps going like this. He's on the fast track to the Hall of Fame. Underground God now. Get a chance to do it in front of 10,900 plus.
You're not really buying all this, right?
El Grande Americano.
That was a
El Grande Americano.
Here tonight. I hope Chad gets better, by the way, if he's indeed sick. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Superstar Sunday on A&E begins each Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern with LFG Legends and Future Greats. They get a visit this coming week from the world champ, Gunther.
What's your goal here?
To be the best that I can.
Yeah?
By entertaining them.
Okay. Maybe you start to find some grit in yourself, because nobody cares if you want to try to be the best here. I'm gonna give it my all. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see Barbie. Nobody's interested in that.
Wow.
Again, it is all part of WWE Superstar Sunday on A&E, and it kicks off with LFG Legends and Future Greats at 8 Eastern, 7 Central every Sunday.
Love that show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the European tour continues. This past Friday night on SmackDown, we were in Bologna, Italy, and what a showdown. CM Punk, Roman Reigns,
and
Seth freaking Rollins.
Grazie.
This is crazy way to set up a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Just have a wild brawl. Leroy, what the hell are you doing in my bed?
At the Rumble, CM Punk.
What are you doing?
So last week
Hey.
at the Garden, I screwed CM Punk.
Excuse me. Yes, fix it. Put it back.
Because last month at the
Put it back
Rumble,
to the way
Seth
things were.
Rollins tried to kill me.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's okay. Because
No,
last
no.
week at the Garden, I tried to kill Seth Rollins.
Hey, this dog.
So if anybody wants to come out here and confront their tribal chief, please let me know.
Roman Reigns, you messed up. You should have let me finish CM Punk when I had the chance. I get it. It's not about him. It's always been about you and me. This story of Roman and Seth, it's got a lot of pages written. And I think it's about time we added another chapter. Neither of you have ever beaten me.
Excuse me, Mr.
without
Leroy.
anyone's help.
Can you not do that to my bed anymore?
And Roman,
I don't know
you
why I
wouldn't
make
even
my
have
bed,
made
to be
it
honest
to
with
the
you. What's the
Royal
point?
Rumble if I didn't save your family's ass at War Games. Of which, by the way, I am owed a favor, Paul. Before we get to the favor, I just want to say thank you for delivering your tribal chief on a silver platter for me here tonight. I appreciate it.
Bro, what the hell is this dog? What are you doing?
Right to it. Only a matter of time.
Huh?
Before these
What are you doing?
combustible elements started going down.
Every which way you look, they are brawling.
Rollins doesn't want to wait for WrestleMania. He wants to fight right now.
Referees doing everything they can.
Oh, God.
Roman Reigns has the steel steps and bashes Punk and Rollins. It is volcanic here ringside. Reigns, Punk, Rollins, an absolute eruption. So the triple threat match has been made official for WrestleMania. More on that in just a little bit, but Seth Rollins turns his attention to football this week. Not only today, but also
How did they get the drum through that little section?
Good Morning Football on the NFL Network.
Emmy award-winning Good Morning Football.
Interesting.
And Seth freaking Rollins gonna be
Man, they're doing a lot of segments to eat up time.
What's coming up
Just
next
a lot
is
of commercials, a lot of
watch
vignettes,
as
a
well.
lot of recaps.
to try and get their hands on CM Punk and that beautiful hair, strong hair.
Must be nice not to have gray hair.
It's unbelievable. Imagine being the best in the world, brother. That's every day. About 20.
Good job, Pat.
He had a question.
You got 6 seconds you got to eat up. shots. We already know what building they're in. I tell you, well, guys, really quickly, before we get back to what CM Punk has to say, do me a favor, check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast. It is available wherever you listen to podcasts. All you got to do is search Ringside Rundown, hit a follow button or a subscribe button, whatever that platform asks you to do, make sure you hit it. Check out the latest episode. That right there is a Spotify link, but it's available on Spotify, Apple, Audible, Amazon Music. Basically, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find the Ringside Rundown podcast and give it a listen. It is a Q&A podcast where we answer questions that are sent in by people that actually listen to the show. So we try to give people what they want to hear, not just, you know, what everybody else is doing with the recaps and all this other stuff. We want to talk what you guys want to talk about. So that's why we let the lines open to you guys and let us ask or let us answer your questions about what's going on in wrestling. So hopefully you check that out.
Triple threat match. Talk about a big fight pack.
Marquee. CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, and our tribal chief, the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
All right, let's see what CM Punk has to say.
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Glasgow or what? Unfortunately, while I am very happy to be here, it's always awesome to spend quality time with my friends in Glasgow. I am not in a good mood. I'm a little pissed off. Hard to be mad when you come out here to an ovation like that. I'm a little tired. I am a lot jet lagged. I haven't slept well in the past few days, mostly because of the uncertainty surrounding myself and my road to WrestleMania. Which, by the way, apparently I have a match. Did you guys see that nice graphic? Beautiful. But what I want, I'm not getting. Or am I? See, what I wanted to do was win the Royal Rumble, and I didn't. Then it became what I needed to do was win the Elimination Chamber. But because the more things change, the more things stay the same, I work with children. And the black belt, undisputed heavyweight champion of being a little diaper piss baby is Seth Rollins.
Jesus.
And he screwed me at Elimination Chamber, which doesn't get me to what I want. And for two people, it's clearly personal, and for me, well, baby, it's just business. And it's become simple math. The two men who want to stand in my way and stop me from getting what I want gotta go. Seth Rollins takes it personal because he's been crying ever since I came back here because the magnitude of me and the shadow I cast over him belittles everything he's about in his entire career. Roman Reigns, I acknowledge the fact that he's taking this a little bit personal because he sees in real time, like all of you, that his wise man isn't just his wise man.
What do you mean by that?
So while it's personal for them, it's business for me, and it's going to be business for me this Friday in London at SmackDown, because apparently we're going to have ourselves an old-fashioned contract signing.
Uh-oh.
Why are you booing?
Why you booing?
You're booing because you wanted it here, right? Yeah. So did I, and that's why I'm here. I can't wait to get my hands on this contract. I want to read the fine print, and I want to see if this contract, if this match gets me any closer to what I want, or if it's just going to be another rug pull from the powers that be. So Seth, Roman, fuel up the jet, since you couldn't grace us here with your presence in front of all my friends here in Glasgow. I'll see you at the contract signing in London, but before you put pen to paper, I want you to listen to two things and understand them very well. Number one, neither of you have ever defeated me without the other one's help. Because you can't.
Because you can't.
And the last thing, I brought you into this business. I cannot wait to be the man that takes you both out of it. Best in the world.
Damn.
Indeed it was.
He hit him with the line my mom used to hit me with.
WWE.
I brought you into this world, I can take you out. Well, anyway, in a couple minutes, you're going to get hit with another block of Twitch advertisements for the next 90 seconds. I've been talking about it all night. If you want to avoid those advertisements, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button down below. And for 30 days, you get no advertisements, cool emotes to use in chat, 15% off the Ringside Rundown merchandise store, and a special section of our Discord opens up where you can watch the shows that I am reacting to, like Raw, SmackDown, all that stuff.
On the East Coast, 12 noon on the West Coast next week for Monday Night Raw. And also next week on Monday Night Raw, we understand that a very special guest will be joining us live.
3 p.m. next week.
AJ Styles, congrats. You've been added to the list of people whose downfall I'm preying on. What you did to me at Madison Square Garden is unforgivable. I'm in London on March 31st, Monday Night Raw. I want to see you face to face. Bring your A game, bring your soccer mom haircut. I'll see your bitch ass there.
Wow.
So Pat, next week on Raw, Logan Paul calls that AJ Styles.
Obviously back at Madison Square Garden, Logan Paul was trying to have a moment, and AJ Styles came in and defended Schultz. Logan Paul calling out AJ Styles for London.
Also next week, you saw what happened earlier tonight. Jimmy Uso standing up for his brother Jay, slapped the world champ Gunther.
He smacked
Jimmy
the
looks to
shit
put
out of Gunther.
in his place live next week on Monday Night Raw.
Also do some damage to Gunther on this road to WrestleMania.
Cody Rhodes and John
Another
Cena
face-to-face.
will be face-to-face in London as the clock
When are they
ticks
gonna start
away
fighting?
toward WrestleMania.
When are they going to start throwing fists?
And who's going to be the world champion and who will defend against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania?
Guys, if you stuck around those 90 seconds and watched those advertisements to support the channel, I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. They're just running through what's going down tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week rather. Monday Night Raw in London, England. Going to be happening at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Stephanie Becker defending both her titles tomorrow night live. The North American Championship versus Fallon Henley. The NXT Championship versus Jada Parker live tomorrow night.
Will she retain both of them? I feel like she's going to retain both of them. She's that good.
Bron, tonight you put your title on the line against WWE's fastest rising star in Penta. Of course, earlier tonight, the Judgment Day approached him to join their group. So are you concerned at all that he could be out there with an onslaught of new friends?
Listen, Kathy, that's Penta's business, all right? It doesn't concern me. As far as tonight, I'm going to beat Penta in the center of that ring and retain my Intercontinental Championship for one reason. It's because the dogs are barking in Glasgow.
Even Leroy
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Leroy's barking.
Breakker, Penta for the title. Next.
Yeah, Bart. What? Yeah. Freaking Leroy. Woo.
Football Legacy title belts featuring the official branding and colors of 13
Woo.
major European football clubs are here, including Celtic FC,
Woo.
Rangers FC. The European
Woo.
WWE Legacy title belts are available to
I made him
pre-order
mad.
now from Euroshop,
Nobody's there.
Shop,
Nobody's
and
there.
Fanatics, and will be available to purchase through select club
He's
shops.
mad. Golly, this break is still 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. What match is this?
Oh, there's Chad Gable.
There's Chad Gable, apparently.
Thank God.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Guys, I had to take a moment to come out here and personally apologize for getting sick. I was really looking to coming over here and performing right in front of you tonight in Glasgow. Boo! You boo a sick man! I'm under the weather. I'm under-recovered. I'm undernourished, and you boo me?
Wow.
Fortunately, tonight you got a beacon of light. A new luchador to lead this company's luchadors into a bright future. Let's hear it for El Grande Americano. How about that guy?
Big win earlier.
So now that I know the future is in good hands, it's time for me to go home to the USA. Thank you!
Why didn't he just say, gracias?
Because he's speaking English.
Gracias!
Why do you keep coughing directly into the microphone? That was also something.
Well,
He could have coughed away from
be wearing a mask. He was wearing a lucha mask earlier. He should be wearing a surgical mask so he didn't get us all sick.
I mean, science, yeah, there's a lot to that. I don't like that he's so sick, and obviously he called the place Glasgow. It's Glasgow.
It is.
It's disrespectful. Grande Americano, we don't know who that is.
And coming up next, we actually have one of the greatest luchadors on the planet in action. Penta looking to win his very first championship here in WWE. Takes on Bron Breakker for the Intercontinental title.
That should be happening in about
live on
8
Netflix.
seconds. They should be coming back from their Netflix break as they fade out to black. Oh, a WWE shop ad. Okay, well, in the meantime, being that we're coming down to the closing minutes of the stream, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody that came and hung out for a little bit. Thank you to Mike, who is working. Thank you to Bella. Thank you to Jess for being the first person to check in on tonight's stream. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your company and taking the time out to say hello this evening. It is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. The next stream, I'll be back on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Tomorrow, Shay and I are recording a new episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast, so we'll have that available for you tomorrow. Should be a good time. Here's Penta. He's got like a double pyro. That's pretty dope.
He's scintillating Penta. Looking to win his first championship. in WWE. And you know, tomorrow morning, Sam Roberts, Megan Moran, going to be talking all about our main event tonight on Raw Recap, which is brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. Also going to be an interesting conversation with Jey Uso. I hope they ask Jey about what Jimmy said earlier. He seems to be off his game.
Yeah, that's so cool.
They certainly will ask him about that. That podcast has been spectacular the last few weeks since it's begun. And speaking of that, what an experience it is with Penta in every arena around the globe.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. It's for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos.
What's 87 kilos in pounds? How much is that in pounds? Somebody let me know.
The great Alicia Taylor with our ring introductions here tonight on Monday Night Raw. WWE.com. Bron Breakker up for a couple of awards, including Breakout Star of the Year and also the OMG Moment of the Year. That spear he delivered to Show Speed at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Bron could be walking out of there.
That
with
might be the one that wins.
Slammies. Obviously, Breakout Star. This man has become champion and dominant quick. And the 200 million views in 12 hours or whatever it was on the spear, that could be a wild moment of the year.
Successful last week, defending his championship against Finn Balor of Judgment Day. Thanks to an accident by Dominic Mysterio tonight for the first time ever. He goes one-on-one with Penta here on Monday Night Raw. And again, Penta's got a lot on his mind tonight. Dominic Mysterio made an offer earlier on, Pat, for Penta to join the Judgment Day. And today, think about it. You could win your first title in WWE tonight. Maybe you could use a little backup. Penta has not delivered any type of decision as of yet. So we're now underway. Intercontinental Championship match. Breakker, Penta. And talk about contrasting styles, Pat, in this match.
Penta can razzle-dazzle and has been nothing short of unbeatable thus far here in the WWE. And then Bron Breakker, his explosivity is through the roof.
Penta was the Iron Man of this year's Royal Rumble match, lasting over 42 minutes. And Breakker now breaking the waistlock attempt by Penta.
Penta beloved around the entire globe.
He's held titles everywhere. A former TNA World Champ, TNA World Tag Team Champion, AAA Latin American Champ, World Tag Champ there, two-time Luchador Underground Champ.
Uh-oh!
Looking to win his first title here, and here comes a Bron
Jesus
Breakker
Christ.
at breakneck speed.
Bron Breakker just trucked Penta with that clothesline.
Fair to say, Penta has never gone face-to-face with a man quite like Breakker before.
I don't know if there's ever been a man quite like Breakker.
This is baseball.
Bron Breakker with those shoulder thrusts into the corner.
Absolutely. Including the lineage, which we all understand. Born and raised, has all the skills. That's why he's our Intercontinental champ.
And Penta, though, sends Breakker into the ropes off that Hurricane Rana. Penta's got to try to keep Breakker off balance, create distance, stay away from Breakker's power. Breakker now off to the apron. And
stumble a little bit.
Penta now. Up the second right into a knee by Bron Breakker.
Jumping knee strike from Bron Breakker catches Penta
now driving Penta to the
right in the face.
Penta
now both men.
Up here.
Bron's on the apron. Oh, he's going to go for that dive.
Anything he wants. We've seen this before, Pat. Look out.
Oh, crushes Penta onto the table.
Penta out.
Like a
he keeps doing that. He's going to bust a hip.
Clothesline and Penta maybe injuring
He's
himself.
already grabbing at his hip. He's going to keep doing that move, and he's going to bust his hip. It looks like Carlito and Dirty Dom for the Judgment Day is coming out here. Penta never said that he was joining the Judgment Day. So I don't know why they're coming out here. He doesn't need any of their backup.
And our senior official Chad Patton out here checking on both of these men. And look who showed up. Well, remember, Dominic Mysterio, and there's Carlito, both the Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio made the offer earlier tonight to Penta. Come join us. You'll have some backup, maybe win your first title. Breakker, of course, who was hoping to get a break, excuse the pun, from Judgment Day here in this match tonight. No such luck, as Penta's driven off the announce table face first.
Beat their ass too, Bron Breakker.
Now, if you're Penta, Pat, what do you do about the decision? Do you join these guys? Do you join up with the crew, get some backup?
I would never join a crew that Dominic Mysterio is a part of. So obviously, I would not do that if I was Penta. Penta has been able to accomplish a lot here already thus far. Might be Intercontinental Champion by
Braun goes for the cover.
Yeah, but look at this. Bron
Oh,
Breakker
he was
said,
just messing with us.
Push-ups. Yeah, I understand your point, Pat, but listen, the Intercontinental Championship is so prestigious. Dozens of Hall of Famers have held it over the years. Pat Patterson, of course, the late, great Pat Patterson, the first ever Intercontinental Champion.
It's a beloved title.
Saw The Rock and Triple H talking about the importance of the Intercontinental title to their careers earlier tonight. And if you're Penta, think about the opportunity to become the Intercontinental Champion. And
Braun goes for the cover. Penta grabs the bottom rope.
Maybe
Too close to the ropes, Braun. I feel like Braun's got more of his attention on Dirty Dom and Carlito on the outside. He's a little worried.
Well, he just got us saturated with that greasy hair of his.
Yeah, it just, who knows what just got flopped all over us by his dumb mullet.
And Breakker now with a boot to the face of Penta. Bron Breakker's been dominating. And this is what Breakker has to do. Not allow Penta to break out and start to fly around the ring.
Also, not get distracted by Judgment Day out here.
Breakker with a nice throw to Penta. Again, Breakker into the cover, trying to retain the Intercontinental title in a kick out by Penta at 2. Carlito looks disgusted at the WWE fans here tonight in Glasgow. Interesting, last week we went off the air with Penta helping Breakker. He threw it off the Judgment Day, and now we're wondering if
Penta
join the group.
going for a double underhook, but Bron Breakker escapes out of it. Telegraphs his duck.
And that allowed him to take over against Bron Breakker. Now Penta
Inverted sling blade.
Here.
Very nicely done by Penta.
Penta has to do, fly around the ring. A man who has zero fear. Penta now, caught by a big right by Breakker.
Bron timed that up perfect.
Bron Breakker with a lift.
Bron in control.
Penta's on his shoulders. Penta turned that into a backstabber. Very nicely done.
Carlito actually excited. Here's the cover now. And a kick out at 2.
Bron Breakker kicks out at 2.
Said, hey, maybe he belongs in the group. He just did my backstabber.
And that's what Penta does, so innovative.
Penta calling for it.
Penta going for the Mexican Destroyer.
Able to intercept Penta.
Braun catches him.
Powers him up to his shoulder.
And look at Breakker now, just flat out strength, military press. Oh, the knees to the midsection. Breakker counter to retain. Kick out.
Kick out.
Man, Breakker is so strong.
Just the ability to press Penta and wobbles a little bit, regains himself, and still buries the knees into the chest.
Think about that. You got a human being lifted over your head. You lose
What's
your
Braun gonna do?
You're able to recover like that.
While you're falling.
He's probably gonna saw Penta in half with the spear. Oh, Penta catches him with the super kick.
In his tracks. Penta looking to rally here with an opportunity to the Intercontinental Championship.
Kamingiri to the face in the corner. Penta seats Bron Breakker at the top turnbuckle.
Penta up top.
Braun fighting him off.
Breakker again playing defense, and now we're going to go into offensive mode with Penta.
This is not going to be good.
Shoulders.
Oh, okay. Penta fights out of it.
Apron.
Nice step up to Harris.
What a move by Penta.
Now Braun's on the outside. Penta. Tope. Nice. Very nicely done.
And Dom and Carlito are excited. Carlito say, yeah, bring him aboard. Penta would fit in real nicely with the Judgment Day.
There's no reason for Penta to make the Judgment Day likable at all. Because when you watch Penta, you can't help but fall in love.
Sometimes it helps to have friends in WWE.
Amen, brother. Mexican Destroyer he's calling for.
Boom! Lands it.
Top of his head. Breakker could be out.
Lands the Mexican Destroyer.
The Intercontinental Championship,
And Bron kicks out at 3.
Did you see Breakker's eyes roll in the back of his head off this Mexican Destroyer?
Spiked right on top of his dome. And somehow kicks out.
Penta knew that was his chance. That was his opportunity, but he's got to keep his foot on the gas here. He can't give any opportunity for Breakker to get back into this.
You're speaking Spanish, I don't understand what they're saying.
I thought you spoke 6 different languages.
Some words, not all.
Penta looks like he's going for the Penta driver.
Trying to do here with Breakker. Oh,
Breakker did his homework, knew it was coming.
For a reason, he can't do that.
And again, just took a little too much time addressing Dominic at ringside, and Breakker able to take advantage.
A lot of distractions out here.
Penta now, second rope. Breakker climbs to the top.
The Frankensteiner!
Cover by Breakker to retain the title. Penta
Ooh.
kicks out at 2.
He flew from the ring apron to our
Nicely done by Bron Breakker, only getting a 2 count though.
Climbed the ropes.
This is a nice
like
match.
A spider monkey. This man's 250 pounds of muscle.
One of the most intense individuals you'll ever encounter. Straps are going down. Bron Breakker wants to put this away.
The dynamic athlete. The dogs are barking in Glasgow.
And now Dominic up on the
Dominic causing a distraction.
Carlito.
Yeah, Carlito comes in the hard way as Chad Patton went over to thwart Dominic, and now Carlito.
Oh, Carlito got sawed in half. He's not even in the match.
Not surprised at Judgment Day's attempt to help Penta here. Oh, and Dominic now with a chop block
Oh,
to the back of the knee.
no! In front of the referee, it's a disqualification.
Bron Breakker. Dominic taking the fight to Breakker here after that cheap shot to the back
It's
of
a
the knee.
disqualification.
But makes himself the center of it all.
And now look. Breakker fighting back now, and from behind,
Ooh.
Finn
Finn Balor with a chair.
Steel chair.
Where the hell did Finn Balor come from?
And now Balor gonna unload on Breakker. Well, Balor, of course, upset with Dominic last week. But I guess they look to make amends here tonight. Dominic now pounding away with a chair on Breakker. Oh, vicious assault by Mysterio.
Wow.
Here it is, the moment. Judgment Day wants an answer from Penta.
Dominic saying, come aboard.
Oh!
Down goes Dom. Balor beside himself. And now Balor going after Penta. And Balor and Reigns attacking
Maybe
Penta.
this sets up a triple threat, man. Another triple threat situation between Penta, Bron, and
Balor almost like I told you so.
Oh, I know that hurt.
Balor, irate.
No new members of Judgment Day tonight. But Penta.
Coup de grace to Penta.
Judgment disarray.
Judgment Day continues to try to reestablish its dominance on Monday Night Raw. And it looks like they're on the same page again, which, Pat, is not good for the rest of the locker room.
Thank you, Glasgow.
Wow. All right, so that looks like it's the end of tonight's Monday Night Raw. Well, this evening's Monday Night Raw because it's still kind of a little early. I don't know. Anyway, being that that's the end of the show, I think it's time to get the heck out of here. Just want to say a special thank you to Mike, Bella, and Jess for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your evening to watch me watch professional wrestling. I appreciate it. Thank you for so much fun. It was a pretty good episode of Raw. These international shows are a lot of fun. The crowd adds a lot to it. So I definitely enjoyed it. And I definitely enjoyed tonight's Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for hanging out. The next stream will be Wednesday. Wednesday for AEW Dynamites. Let me just cancel all this stuff out. And also, what was I going to do? I was going to go through all the commands and stuff really quickly. But the most important one is check out the latest stuff we got on the Ringside Rundown merchandise store. We got some cool stuff there. Want to get that out of the way before the next ad break comes in and ruins all the fun. Make sure you join us in Discord. Let me make sure this works. Yes. Join us in Discord where we talk about wrestling, music, movies, sports, TV, anything else your heart desires, you can talk about in the Discord. We got it all going on there. Once again, thank you guys for tonight's stream. I appreciate it. I'll see you the next one on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Anyway, let me get the heck out of here. I got to eat. I'm hungry. Take care, guys. Peace.